So let's go back to Aaron Rodgers here. Aaron, we were both in Charlotte yesterday, and the last I saw you, you were headed to a memorial service. That was supposed to start early in the evening yesterday. So I want to help viewers with a timeline here of exactly what happened. What was it like at the memorial service?
Gordon, we went to that memorial service probably an hour away from the time it is now at 6 o'clock, and it was a vigil actually. So the organizer told me he wanted to shed a better light on Charlotte than what was painted the night before that. They said they really want to come together, pray over their Charlotte community, and just show unity within the community. So while we were there, I think around 1,000 people had to have been out there. It was pretty peaceful, but there were some people in the crowd who had different agendas, who were a little bit more tense than the people who came there to pray and just gather. So they also pretty much broke off from the crowd at one point. There was a crowd that stayed back we were at Marshall Park, I should say that. So there was a crowd that stayed back there for hours throughout the evening. They chanted, they prayed. There was a lot of clergy down there as well. But there was another group, about half of the crowd, that took off marching through the streets, Gordon, and that's pretty much where things started to turn.
Yeah, that's what I want to get at. So we have a vigil and we have people, and when we saw those live pictures, it was still peaceful in the early evening, maybe a little bit before the sun set last night. So did it look to you like most of the people who were at the vigil stayed peaceful, and then, as you say, other people came in? Is that what happened?
So most of the people, even when we were early marching through the streets in the night, were peaceful. It was just a few people in the crowd. People said they had come from New York. I mean, people were saying they had come from all over the country to be at that rally last night. So I think it was some of those people. They were expressing their anger. They're just being overall tired last night. So I think it may have been maybe some of those people that later on kind of ignited the crowd a little bit later on in the night. But it wasn't just the peaceful people stayed at the park. I'm not going to say that because I walked with a lot of people who were just out there trying to do the right thing. And a lot of people I talked to said they actually had work in the morning, so they were going home in just a few hours, but wanted to march and have their voice heard.
Okay, one more thing quickly, because now we're showing some of the tear gas on the screen, and we're showing some of the vandalism that took place into the night. How quickly did it go from marching into town to turning violent? I mean, was it something that just gradually happened, or was it quickly that it descended into that?
So I will say we went back to our truck to edit our package for the 10 and 11 o'clock newscast last night. Within maybe 30 minutes of us leaving, we heard that shots had been fired. So it was very quick. Actually, as I was leaving, I asked the guy, I said, hey, do you think this will be any different than it was last night? Do you think it will be more peaceful? He said, I honestly do not think so. I think it will go the same way. I asked him why. He said, we're tired, we're angry. So it turned very quickly. And then when we got back out here for the 10 and 11 o'clock show, by that time the looting had already been done. Windows, as you can see, I actually watched this window get broken out last night. We were just across the street, so it was a very quick progression through the night.
All right, we're putting it all together, watching it unfold. That's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron, thank you.